What's up guys, and welcome back to another Assassin's Creed Odyssey video. I've been playing it a lot since it released for gold editions, and I only got this edition so that I could make videos for you guys as soon as possible, since Ubisoft didn't send me a copy a couple weeks early like they did with a lot of bigger channels. But I have to say, it was surprisingly worth it, even if I wasn't doing YouTube. Finally, there's a new Assassin's Creed game that I can say so far is worth the money that I spent. I'll get more into an actual review and what I liked and disliked about the game when I finish the game, but today I wanted to show you guys some of the cool stuff that you can do in here. Some of it's minor things, and some are a little bigger, but I just wanted to do this so you guys can get an idea of some of the cool features they've added in case you're wondering about buying Odyssey for yourself. Okay, so first off, in past Assassin's Creed games, you die from falling usually because you jump for a spot that you didn't even mean to jump for, and you get the little desynchronized screen because you died, but in here you cannot die from fall damage. There is fall damage, but you can't actually die from it, which is actually insane. If you're near a group of enemies though, you probably don't want to go around jumping off mountains, because if you're left with a sliver of health after jumping, you don't want an arrow to just graze your ankle and kill you. But you can see this skill down at the bottom of the skill tree in the little section that's basically default skills that you start with, and you can actually upgrade this eventually so that you take no damage from falling at all. Not only will you not die after upgrading it, but you will not take any damage whatsoever. One of the best new features in Odyssey compared to other Assassin's Creed games is the addition of a new mode called Exploration Mode, which makes this game even more of a high quality RPG because it makes you have to actually ask questions in dialogue to get more hints to the location of something depending on that mission, or investigating an area and searching for clues to find the location of something. Sometimes in dialogue, the quest giver can be very vague with information that they give you since they don't know the location themselves or even any clues to give you, or sometimes they'll basically tell you exactly where something is or that target is because they actually know the location, or a very close area to where they last seen that location or the target or whatever you're looking for. In older games, it would just put a marker on the map and you would just go to it and do the mission, and that's still an option in here if you want a more simple, easy playthrough, and if you don't really care about the whole like making it a better way to play, better gameplay, better story and all that. If you just want to play through the game, that's still an option in here, and that mode is called Guided Mode, but I would highly recommend the Exploration Mode. It just adds so much more fun to the game, and it's one of the reasons there's so much more to do. By the way, you choose the mode you want when starting the game right after choosing the difficulty. And by the way, this Exploration Mode doesn't even make it that much harder. It's really not that hard to find your locations or whatever you're trying to find, because getting hints from dialogue and stuff like that will give you hints towards which area of the map it's in and what other locations it's near, the direction from that location that this location is in, and once you get in the vicinity of it, not even that close of an area, you can call your eagle over and find exactly what you're trying to look for. So again, I would highly recommend this mode. If you really want to enjoy this game and really want to get your money's worth, I would definitely recommend playing on Exploration Mode, at least for your first playthrough. A small thing that I like, and I think all games, at least games like this, should have, is that you're able to change the time of day. I've been playing on PC with an Xbox One controller, and I use the button with the little squares to do this. I forget what the button's called. I usually just call it the back button because that's what us OGs call it. I'm guessing it'd be the select button on PlayStation and whatever the default key is for PC. Usually this button opens up the map or the menu, but if you hold it, it'll skip time. At first I thought you just held it to whenever the sun or moon was at the spot that you wanted, and it'll just stop when you let go, but you actually just hold it for a second or two and it'll skip to the opposite time of day. Also, one of my favorite things is the Mercenaries or the Mercenary system. Whether you choose to play as Alexios or Cassandra, the girl or the guy, your character is a mercenary. You're not the only mercenary out there though. There are tons of other mercenaries out there, and most of them have beef with you, or at least some of them do when you have a bounty on you. If you look at the menu here, you can see all of the mercenaries currently in the world and also your place on the list. The list is for the most part in order from lowest level to highest level mercenaries, with the lowest levels on tier 9 going all the way up to tier 1. Your goal is to become the mercenary at tier 1, making you the highest possible mercenary. To do this, you defeat each of the guys that are higher than you. Each time you kill somebody in a higher place, you'll move up. You can still fight the guys behind you on the list, and whenever you defeat someone, they'll show on the list that they're eliminated, but eventually somebody will come to take their place and may start hunting you down as well. Mercenaries will hunt you down whenever there's a bounty on your head that relates to their level. You can choose to pay this off or kill the person that placed the bounty on you to get rid of the bounty if you don't want these guys hunting you, or you can also just lay low for a while. Also, I almost forgot that each time you go up a tier, you will get rewards. For example, going from tier 9 to tier 8 gave me 20% cheaper prices at blacksmiths. And by the way, this isn't part of a story or side mission or anything like that. This is a completely different thing that you do in the game. So besides main quests, side quests, bounties, contracts, ships, and all of that, you also have this mercenary section. Another really cool thing in here is photo mode. I believe this was in the past couple of games, or at least Origins, but I'm not entirely sure. This is pretty cool, and another thing that I love when games have it, and each time you take a photo, it'll actually be placed on the map at the spot that you took that photo, and people can heart it or like your photo. I think almost 200 people liked my photo right here, and I can go look at other people's photos and like them as well. They appear with a little rectangular icon and appear in the spot that the person took it at. On PC, I think the default key for photo mode is F3. The only complaint I have about this is with photos being on the map at synchronization points, which is where you can fast travel. It's annoying to try and fast travel without accidentally hovering on someone's photo instead if it's right near that synchronization point. Other than that, I love photo mode, and I really love when games have this. I like taking pictures in games for thumbnails, and just because I like taking pictures in games, period. So I think this is like a minor thing, but it's a great addition to the game. Now, this isn't really a feature, but rather just something that I really like, and it's how brutal the game is, and the kills in here. I'm not saying that past Assassin's Creeds lacked blood and gore, but I've noticed that Odyssey is a lot more brutal than past games. Especially some of the cutscenes. I remember one of the cutscenes towards the very beginning made me laugh because of how somebody died. I'm not going to show it because of obvious spoilers, because it was in the main story, and I'm not going to show spoilers or any cutscenes, but I wish I could because a lot of the brutality seen in here is in missions and the story. So I'll let you guys play the game for yourselves or watch walkthroughs so you can choose to see them for yourself. I really like when games and movies aren't scared to actually go full rated R or rated M mode. I don't really know what rating this is. I mean, it should be rated M for some of the deaths in here, but I like when they do this just to make it more realistic, because with how brutal some of the kills and stuff are, it actually feels like you're watching a movie or a simulation of a Spartan war. A lot of the scenes actually remind me of 300, and I just really like it because a lot of companies will make something that's supposed to be chaotic and bloody and make it cater to kids to increase sales rather than just making a good game, but they actually did a great job, and I'm sure they could have made it bloodier and all that, but I think they have a great mixture of like bloody brutality parts and just calm parts. Like, the entire game isn't just a bloody mess, but when it does get bloody, it's pretty cool. Okay, the last thing that I think we're going to talk about are the choices and decisions that you make throughout the game. And this is probably the biggest thing that separates Odyssey from past games. A lot of people already know about this, since one of the biggest selling points for Odyssey is the fact that it's the most RPG-based Assassin's Creed game we've ever seen, and it really is. The choices you make in here are surprisingly very difficult to make at times. Now, I'm going to talk about a side mission that doesn't relate to the main story whatsoever, but it is a mission in here, and again, I'm going to talk about the decisions I was able to make in it. It was a very quick side mission, but again, if you don't want to hear anything spoiler related, pause or click off of the video now. I'll give you a few seconds to leave just in case you're watching this on a TV or something and you can't find your remote or whatever.
Archers, ready yourselves!
So, final warning, there's a side mission, spoiler incoming. Okay, so towards the very beginning of the game, your friend will give you a side mission to go check on her friend who lives on the coast a little ways away because she hasn't heard from her in a little while now. And right when you get into the area, it seems like you're in some type of post-apocalypse town. It turns out that a crazy plague ran through the town, and the only way that some soldiers thought of to stop it was to burn the entire town down and kill everyone in the town, so that it doesn't spread anymore. It just so happens that there was a small family of survivors, and when you arrive, they're just about to be killed. It also turns out that one of the girls in the family is the one that you're supposed to be checking up on. Eventually, you have to make a choice: allow the family to be killed to eliminate the risk of the plague spreading, or spare them. But if you choose to spare them, the soldiers will become hostile and you have to fight them. This was a very difficult decision because you can kind of see positive sides and bad sides to both decisions that you make. There's really not a right or wrong decision here, and this was one of the first big choices I made and definitely not the last. There's been several other difficult choices and I'm not even that deep into the game yet. This is definitely one of the reasons that this is possibly the best Assassin's Creed game that I've played, and I've played all of them except for Unity and Syndicate. But that's all I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and let me know down in the comments if you've played Odyssey yet or what kind of videos you want to see up on the channel, Odyssey or any other game. I should have an actual straight gameplay video up for you guys tomorrow, so hopefully I'll see you there. I've been trying to upload daily or at least almost daily, but I was having a lot of internet problems. I've kind of already discussed this in another video, but I will be back to uploading almost daily, especially since Assassin's Creed is out, the new one, and Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming soon. Black Ops 4, I don't know if I'll be posting Black Ops 4. I might stream it, but I also might upload it a little bit. So just let me know if you guys do want to see Black Ops 4, and I will definitely do that if you want to see that. We've also got Fallout 76 coming out, and I'm going to try mainly uploading Fallout 76 and Red Dead Redemption 2 until new games come out. Those will probably be like my 2 main games, and then while new games come out, I'll definitely be uploading those too. I'm trying to be really active on here. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything, and turn on notifications, a little bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my posts. Thanks for watching. See ya.